Spring has arrived with its wonderful weather and its green grass and trees, but unfortunately also its mosquitoes. So it's time for some preventative maintenance before they really take hold. And here it really matters because in Illinois we have a terrible mosquito problem during the summer. If you own a lot of junk like I do, the issue could become even more severe because there's a lot more places for water to sit and stagnate and to fester mosquitoes. One big issue is the humble automobile tire. These things collect water like a sponge, and also it collects a lot of water because that much water will not evaporate in the week or so between rains. Meanwhile, the water that's stored in small objects such as this pipe cap will most likely evaporate between rains, so it's not as much of an issue. Buckets and pots are also an issue, but fortunately they're easily remedied. Unlike tires, which no matter which direction you put them in, they always will collect water. Let me show you the best method I've found to get water out of a tire before you store it to keep it dry. That was pretty fast, and also the tire is very dry. There's a small puddle in there, but that'll definitely evaporate. Now those were the obvious tires that I knew where they were, but unfortunately tires are everywhere. There could be tires on your property or near your property that you didn't even remember putting there, or you didn't even put there in the first place. It just takes one tire to ruin your summer with thousands of mosquitoes that just piss you off. Like for instance, here's a prime example of tires I'd forgotten about. Last winter, the roof on my shed broke, so I put a piece of rubber down and threw some tires up here to keep the rubber from flying away. Well, these are going to be nasty. So I'll use the same method as before to clean out these tires, but unfortunately, who knows what's in the woods behind your house. Now thankfully there aren't any tires near my house in the woods. I think I've already cleared all that shit out, but there's still plenty of stuff that'll hold water, like broken buckets and old pans and whatnot. So keep an eye out for that stuff too. So now comes the question of how do we store these batteries? There's three methods that I've thought of. One, put them into a trash bag, but unfortunately if you put them in a trash bag you cannot lay them flat like this because then the trash bag would sink down and it could hold water inside of it. If you're to put a trash bag around every single tire, you'd have to lay it upright. That way the trash bag would not collect water itself. Another option is to lay them all like this and then drape a tarp over them. But unfortunately tarps can break and can let water still seep in. And another option that I've been using, I dubbed the snowman option. Basically I stack them, putting plates in between them. In this case I'm using bakery trays. And unfortunately these aren't big enough for the big tires, but for the small ones, these ones have stayed bone dry on the inside for about a year now. So I think I will try the tire snowman again, the tireman, the tireman, yeah. I'll try the tireman again. Starting with the biggest tire first. Because I found the stop sign. That'll fit over that nicely. It's a good place for it. And then, once I do that, I can use this black rubber that I found to seal off the top a little bit more. I would say that pretty much takes care of all my tires. But now the question is others' tires, or the water in other people's yards. Like for instance, over here in my neighbor's yard, that is gonna be nasty in the summer. So if you live in the northern hemisphere and you have a lot of mosquito issues during the spring and summer, you better go and do your maintenance now. Otherwise, if you have any excuse to fester mosquitoes in the back of your yard, you are a drain on society, and I don't even want to know you.